Why use a template? Do you? Let's check out the benefits. Speed of work. Fast workflow for clear decision making. Now, this is very important both in songwriting and production and in mixing. The reason being is that if you have a template ready and you have all your tracks set up, so guitars all the way through, and everything is labelled, you can just get to that area, record what you want to record, get it tracked. If you're happy with it, you move on. When you move on, you get into a vibe, your confidence is up, and you're a lot more likely to produce better tracks, better performances, because things are flowing. You're not having to stop and start, create some new tracks, and all of a sudden you've had a break in that inspiration, that moment you've had when you're songwriting, and all of a sudden that idea can be destroyed because of that moment of lapse. So it's best to strike while the iron's hot when you are in songwriting mode, which is why I have this template for both songwriting, arrangement, production, and also mixing and mastering. I kill many birds with one stone. So that is the main reason I have this template for both those processes. I can just go in there, get what I need to be done, and then because I'm in a workflow that is very evident, it's clear, I can see what's going on, and I'm more likely to get excited by the process and therefore track in a much better and cohesive way. Mixing, the same thing. Once you've got your tracks loaded up, as I have here, if you're bringing them in, what I tend to do once I've tracked everything is I'll bounce everything out, either into the session or into a folder, and then bring everything back in, and then everything's in its place, ready to start mixing, and there's no faffing about thinking, right, okay, I've got to set this up and I've got to set that up. All my actual plugins that I need from the very get-go, from the beginning, are here. Okay, so I like to have this plugin on all my buses. Highly recommend you check this out. It's cheap and cheerful and does a great job. I'll let you check that out yourself. It's called Sound Brigade. I'm not affiliated with any plugin company. I just use what I think sounds good to my ears. And I have a meter here. If you're enjoying watching this video, please consider smashing that like button and subscribing to my channel so that I can keep on bringing this free content. And again, just so I can see what's going on. So from the very beginning, again, I'm organised. I know what's going on. This, as I say, has been added. So this has come on during the mixing process. But I start off with everything organised, and then these are very simple things to put together. Once I get in and I've started, the tracks are imported in, I will put these maroon buses in straight away, because then I know where I'm going, what needs buses. As you see, some sections don't have any buses at all apart from the main bus. Okay, so it just depends on what you're looking for and what's going to help your workflow. And then again, plugins are on. These will be on from the very beginning. All these, because I mix backwards from the stereo bus, I have these on from the very beginning. Not all of them are on, some of them are off, but they come on as I get into the mixing part. When I'm tracking and making music and forming an arrangement, not all of these plugins will be on, and I'll switch them on as needed as I get into mixing. Okay, well, hopefully that's been helpful to you, and you can see why I use a template and whether it might be something that you would like to do too. Let's move on to the next section.